So, a few days ago, we were installing a new intercooler. Got the big VRSF front mount there, kind of hard to make it out. But, in the process, I actually damaged the upper radiator hose. I'll show you where here in just a moment. If you have an N54 N55, I believe the process is exactly the same. If you're ever working on your vehicle, N54 N55, make sure you never touch this radiator hose at all, because I barely touched it and it broke. Just a moment and I'll show you where. All right, here we are under the hood. So while taking out the fan here, which is necessary to remove the factory intercooler, I barely nudged this with my elbow and it snapped off this plastic part here. This is actually the hose that goes all the way over to the reservoir, as you see there. And I ordered a part, FCP Euro, lifetime warranty. I think it was about 30 bucks, took a couple days to get here. And I'm going to show you how easy it is to actually replace this. So the first thing you want to do is remove your factory cowl, I think it's called. So you have bolts here, Mine are already loose from taking it apart the other day. So first thing I'm going to do is undo that. We have another one on the other side. These are T25 Torx. That gives us a little bit more room to play with. And you can see here, pull this back. We may need to cut that and actually get a more generic hose clamp there. But for now, we're just gonna pop these two pieces off, move this out of the way, thread it underneath. We've got a clip here. Here on the side, you can see that you have another clip right here. Focus. And once those two are undone, you'll come to the last clip, which is right there. So 3 clips, quick release. We'll pop those off and the radiator hose should come right out. Alright guys, so we'll do the best we can with the camera angles here. Nothing special here, just filming with an iPhone. First thing I'm going to grab is a flathead screwdriver. First one we're going to unhook is the clip. We're just going to push up on it. And that's the one that connects to the radiator. And we'll pop the second hose at the very bottom here. And last, this is gonna make a mess. Alright guys, so we've popped the clip loose here. We've popped the top radiator hose clip here. And then right underneath, you'll see the other clip that I popped out that connects to the upper radiator hose as well. All three of those easy to pop out. Just use your basic flathead screwdriver. And then you will have to do some wiggling around to get these off. Definitely place something under your car to catch the water. And if you want to, you can also remove your splash shield at the very bottom. Alright, so the first hose we pushed off is the bottom hose here. Easiest way to do that is once you have that clip loose that we talked about earlier, and you just push down on one of these corners with a flathead screwdriver, it pops right off. Quite a bit of fluid did come out and will continue to do so. I'm going to show you how to get this top hose off here now, and then we're going to disconnect it from over here as well. So we're disconnected here from the engine. You can see this is the clip that we pulled out earlier. This is where it was connected down here. Honestly guys, I just gripped it really good here. With the glove on, pulled on it, came right out. So now what we're gonna do is disconnect the last piece, which is here. Clip's already pulled up. And you just wanna be careful because the top of the radiator is plastic here. This is also plastic as well. So be gentle, take your time, and wear safety glasses in case any of this antifreeze slings up and you don't wanna get this stuff in your eyes, guys. All right, that's it. Busted my knuckles up there a little bit. Doesn't really wiggle off here on mine. Maybe yours will be easier. Just pulled it off. Now it's ready to go. All right, so the radiator hose is off. This is the way that it was connected. This part goes into the engine, this part top radiator hose, and that is the bottom one there. Unfortunately, because of the clamps made by BMW, this is now trash. I guess you could reuse this if you cut these clamps very carefully, but I just went ahead and bought the new one for 30 bucks, which I have here. Just a moment. Thank you for choosing FCP Euro. I've got the other one here. As you can see, it's the same one. Reen Automotive. And made in Turkey. Remember guys, everything from FCP Euro does carry a lifetime warranty. Which is why I usually buy my BMW parts from them. I do also use ECS Tuning. They're another good company to deal with as well. I'm going to open this up and we're going to get this installed. Same thing with the clamps. We're going to undo that one, as well as this one here, so we slide on easily. And I'm not sure if you can see this well, but this is the part that broke off. It just snapped right there for whatever reason. I barely nudged it with my elbow, and that is the reason that we are replacing this. To my understanding, these are the same on the N54 as well as the N55. Alright, both of those clicked in very easily. We're going to leave the clamps loose until we get this bottom one on. This one's kind of hard to see, hard to film. All of them just popped on very easily there. And then we pop in our clips. And we should be good to go. Okay, a little bit closer look. So we've got the top side on, clip popped down, and the part that connects to the radiator clicked on, and the part that goes down, the smaller hose, you can see that one's clicked on as well. So next what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the reservoir hose and we'll thread this underneath. And thread this underneath the wiring for the fan. It does have a little clip here that clips into place. Another one here. And the only other thing we have to do at this point is we're going to have to cut that hose off and get a new hose clamp to go on here. So just a moment as I track one of those down. Alright guys, so we got a brand new razor blade. We are just going to cut right along the old piece here, and as close as we can to this clamp. Alright guys, so what we did is we cut off the end of the hose as it still had the plastic piece that was broke off on the inside. I did use the brand new razor blade as the old one wasn't cutting very well. I've got a generic hose clamp here, and I'm going to clean these ends up here, get a straighter cut, and we're going to push that down on here and tighten it up afterwards. Just a moment. So the last thing we're going to do here is tighten up this hose clamp. Alright guys, that's basically it. I may tighten that down with an 8mm socket, but again, I don't want to over tighten it, as I do think that that's why it broke off so easily. And we'll give it a test start up here in a minute, make sure everything works properly. Actually, before the test start up, we're going to reconnect our cowl. To tighten up the cowl, you'll use a T20, and on this side as well, T20. And you have these poppers here. You don't need to take those out. I had taken those out from the intercooler, and that is it, guys. That is how you replace the upper radiator hose on an N54 and N55 engine. I do have some fluid down there that I'll be rinsing off after, and I'll give you a cold start here in just a moment. Well guys, in typical N54 fashion, it's now misfiring, completely unrelated issue. Watching to see if I got any coolant leaks here. I can hear a coil ticking, may be able to hear it as well. Probably the culprit of my misfire. For right now, we're making sure we don't have any leaks. We do have the heat running. I'm going to wait and see if I need to top this off at all. And of course, make sure you let the car cool off before topping off any fluids. And I may need to bleed it. I highly doubt it. Didn't lose enough coolant to think that I would have to bleed it. But that's another thing that you want to keep in mind when switching out the upper radiator hose. Thanks guys, hope you liked the video.